Hi guys, Bryant, Dillon. We're at ArtNight Pasadena 2016 once again, and we're here with another fantastic creator, Madeleine Holly-Rosing. How you doing today, Madeleine?
I'm good. As I said, particularly after having that butterscotch praline latte, life is awesome.
Well, we're going to be here all the way till 10 p.m., so we need to be awake. We have to have our caffeine for sure.
Absolutely.
So for those who might not be familiar with your work, what do you have here while you're exhibiting at ArtNight?
Well, I'm the writer of Boston Metaphysical Society, art by Emily Hugh. It's a 6-issue miniseries about an ex-Pinkerton detective, a spirit photographer, and a genius scientist who battle supernatural forces in late 1800s Boston. So think steampunk X-Files.
Excellent. Both very cool things. And I know that the steampunk genre is really popular right now. What draws you personally to that genre?
I like it because it's a great marriage of my love of history and science fiction.
Okay.
And I get to tinker with the toys and the technology and things like that. And I love the historical aspect of it. It allows me as a writer to bring organic conflict to the time, because most of my work deals with classism and racism, and dealing in a historical context makes that just come alive without lecturing it.
And what kind of audience seems to be drawn to your book specifically?
Well, that's really hard to say.
Okay.
I've had people buy the comic from a 20-year-old Marine to 65 and older men and women. So I don't think, everyone talks about the 4-quadrant demographic.
Right.
I'm not sure that exists anymore. I think it's whatever interests you is, and whatever draws you, that's it. And it doesn't matter age or gender or race, it just doesn't matter.
And you've put out a few books now. How far are we into this series?
Well, the series is complete. We have all 6 issues out.
Okay.
In addition, I have a anthology of short stories and novellas that are prequels to the comic. No spoilers, a few hints.
All right.
They complement each other. I am currently working on the first novel set in the Boston Metaphysical universe. And once we get the budget together, we are hoping to do 32-page one-shots.
All right.
Going forward on the comic timeline, focusing on just 2 of the main characters.
Oh, nice.
And I know the first one is going to be a Granville and Tesla story.
Okay.
And the other one will be a Caitlin and Samuel story.
And is there something specific about the comic book medium that really has made it the choice to tell the stories this way?
It gives me a lot of latitude. I can basically write whatever I want because Emily will be able to draw it.
Sure.
And so I can write a fantastical world without worrying about production costs. Just paying my artist and my colorist.
Sure.
But yeah, and I love the simplicity of comics in that it forces you to bring your story to its bare essence. Mm-hmm. As my husband likes to say, no fluff.
That's true.
There's no room for fluff or filler, because if there's fluff or filler, it doesn't belong on that page. And so it really forces you to just get the bare essence of the story there and tell it boom, boom, boom.
Now, I also know that you've obviously, with Boston Metaphysical Society, you've been a successful Kickstarter, and you're now helping others who might be willing to take on a Kickstarter find out how to do that in a way that will be successful for them. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, we've run 3 successful Kickstarters for Boston Metaphysical Society, and I started teaching a class geared towards independent creators at Pulp Fiction Books in Culver City, and from that begat my book, Kickstarter for the Independent Creator. I've now lectured at Scriptwriters Network and DreamWorks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that happened a couple weeks ago. And we have the book in the library, which I was pretty excited about.
That is very exciting.
Yeah, that was very exciting. But people are really finding it helpful. And the lecturing part of it started and the book, because I saw a lot of really amazing projects do the crash and burn on Kickstarter and other crowdfunding. And it's because they weren't prepared.
Sure.
And since I mean, we failed our first Kickstarter, and spectacularly, I might add. And we learned a lot from that.
Sure.
So our second one, we were fully funded in 48 hours.
Oh, wow.
And so I started writing down what worked and what we had to do in the whole process and turned that into the book. And I know a lot of people who have read the book and have used it because they pepper me with little questions before they start, and they've been successful, and I'm so proud of them. And I know it's just not because of the book, it's because they did the work.
Sure.
They put in the work that was necessary to be successful, but I'm happy to say that the book helped them. It was their guide to be successful.
Right, right. So if people don't happen to be able to get to Art Night tonight, where can they go find your stuff online, whether it's Boston Metaphysical Society or the Kickstarter help?
Well, Boston Metaphysical Society, you can pick up on my website at www.bostonmetaphysicalsociety.com. Prelude is the anthology is available on Amazon in print and on all e-readers. Same thing for the Kickstarter book. It's also on Amazon and available on all e-reader formats.
Well, excellent. Well, thank you for talking with us tonight.
Thank you.
And once again, this has been Bryant Dillon. We're here at ArtNight Pasadena. If you want to see more interviews from ArtNight, stop by fanbasepress.com.